very fast as well. Do I know why they got rid of the DLCs? No, I don't. It honestly really ticks me off because I was saying earlier in stream, I just got a friend that got a computer and I was really wanting him to try this game. But of course, they pulled the whole game off and they got rid of the DLC. I guess it's either one of two things. It's because of the new grid coming out in October, or it's because there was some licensing deals with the cars and the music that is, it's expiring the deal, so thus they can't have the game on there with that content anymore, like, you know, the car licenses and maybe even, like, music licenses, so they have to pull the whole game. Which, if it's music, they could just pull the music out. Is there a Grid 3? I mean, yes and no. I mean, in a way, they're just calling it Grid, or I call it Grid 2019, so there's no confusion, because literally Grid 1 was practically Grid 2. Even though, I guess it was technically called Race Driver Grid, but still, if you just say Grid, you don't know if it's the original Grid 1 that was the race driver, or it's the new one, so. But yeah, there's a new Grid game coming out in October, I believe. They've shown some gameplay for it and stuff. It's not going to be like Grid 2 from the way it looks, in my opinion. Of course, it's also, I think it's kind of considered a reboot for the series, so it's kind of looking like they're going back to the roots of Grid 1 and Grid Autosport, which was more of that simulated racing style, at least the way it looks from the trailers and the gameplay that I saw. And I gotta get some breath. I don't know where I was going to fit that in there at. But, yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, my plans are with it, as long as the one video rental store still does rentals for video games, and they happen to have the new grid, I'm going to rent it for a week and probably stream it. And that's my plan right now. Of course, I don't even know if they still sell games. I haven't been in that video rental place in months. Maybe even a year now, maybe more than a year, maybe 2 years, and I don't even know. It's been so long. But hopefully they'll have the new grid game there. That way I have a way of renting it without having to pay the full price for the game just to try it, and then maybe I hate it or I don't like it, and then I spend a good bit of money just to try it. But I guess in reality I could buy it and then sell it on like Facebook Marketplace for somewhat of a cheaper price, take a smaller loss on it, but at least it's not a super big amount. I mean, it might come down to that option too, which might be okay. Because in reality, I'd be willing to try that and see. I don't know, we'll see when the time comes what I decide to do, but I also want to see more content for the game before I go out and do that too. But we'll see, I guess. Could be good, could be bad, who knows. that's it. I guess. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that if you were looking to see how I've done on other tracks in Grid 2, make sure to check out the personal best spreadsheet. Depending on where you're watching this video from, the link can be found like this. On YouTube, it can be found in the video description of any video that you watch by clicking the See More thing, and then there's the link kind of towards the bottom of the video. On Twitch, you can type !PB in my Twitch chat to get the link. Or you can find it on the main Twitch channel and just scroll down to the bottom where the panels section is of the page. And then there's the link. When you get to the spreadsheet, you're going to start off on this screen, unless I change it, of course, later on. At the bottom, you have the option of selecting which race type you want to see. One tip I want to tell you though, when you go into one of these sheets, make sure you adjust the zoom control level, which can be found right here. Now you can choose between preset numbers, or you can actually type in a custom zoom percentage. For example, I found out 84% works really well for 1920 by 1080p screens. That way it fits everything on the screen without you having to scroll left and right to see everything. Also, another tip that's pretty useful, you can use Control F in this window to open a search bar that allows you to type in what kind of track you're looking for. Anyway guys, I hope to see you guys in a future Grid 2 stream.